Hi, my name is Jim Schoener. I'm the Assistant Rangemaster for SAS Group. We are a company that specializes in gun safety. We provide training and safety information for people that are looking to obtain their concealed pistol permit. Part of what I do as the Assistant Rangemaster is make sure that people understand and know all about gun safety. And what I have brought with me today is two very common locking devices to ensure that your firearm does not get into the wrong hands, whether that be a child, a relative, or someone looking to do you harm, or someone who's looking to steal your firearm when you're not in your home. So what I have here today is I have a very common cable lock that you can get at any law enforcement agency simply by asking. I also have what is called a portable gun safe. Now, most people think, when they think or hear gun safe, they're thinking something very large, very tall, very wide, with a very large and heavy door. This is also a gun safe. A gun safe is something that can be opened, firearm placed into, and then again locked, and you can take the key with you. It makes it very difficult for someone to access that firearm. Okay? And again, a cable gun lock, very easy to operate, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to use both of those. What I have today is I have what is called a rings blue gun. This is a simulator, okay? This has no moving parts, no hole in the end of the barrel. You cannot load this with any kind of projectile. What I also have is I have my personal protection firearm, and what I'm going to do is to demonstrate the safe way to unload it and then ultimately lock that firearm. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that it's pointed in a safe space. Today the safe space is where the two walls and the floor meet, so I'm going to make sure that that gun is pointed in a safe direction. I've unloaded the magazine from the firearm, and now I'm also, again, making sure that there's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag well. Okay, and again, so this is a safe and fully unloaded firearm. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lock this firearm and secure this firearm so no one can get access to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the unloaded firearm with its empty magazine in the gun safe. Close the gun safe, turn the lock, take the key. The key is now in my possession and my possession only. And I can either keep this key on me or I can put it in a secure place where no one else has access to it. The point being is that this firearm is now incapable of hurting anyone. Okay? And that's the most important thing. So, for my next demonstration, now that I have opened the gun safe, okay, again, I've lowered the magazine. I've put the magazine back in the firearm. I've lowered the slide back onto the firearm. The gun is in fact unsafe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, again, I'm going to show and demonstrate the use of a cable lock. So again, the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I'm handling the firearm and pointing in a safe direction. I'm removing the magazine. I'm opening up the action, making sure that there's nothing in the mag well, nothing in the chamber, and now I know that I have a fully safe firearm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the lock. Okay, now I have the cable fully extended. All right, the proper way to secure a firearm at this point is that you insert the cable through the magazine well, up, out through the extraction port. Okay, I take the cable, I re-secure it, and then again I make sure that it is locked. Once I know that it is in fact secured, now at this point this firearm cannot be fired. A magazine cannot be placed inside of this firearm, the slide cannot be moved forward, and at no time can this firearm be fired. You could also go so far as, if you had a larger gun safe, you could in fact put that same firearm with the cable lock into another safe, or secured vessel of some sort, lock that, secure that. The most important thing, that once you have the cable lock secured, so you want to make sure that the keys are no longer accessible to anyone but you. Okay? You don't want to make it, especially with children around, you don't want to say, hey, look, this is where it is. Until you're fully ready to teach and train your children safe gun handling techniques, this is the best way to keep your children, keep your relatives safe from any type of, negligent handling or negligent discharge of a firearm. The other common method is what is called a trigger lock. Okay, so a trigger lock is roughly the size of the size of a golf ball. Okay, trigger lock comes in two pieces. You'll take the lock and you'll make sure, again, the most important thing is you always want to make sure that your firearm is unloaded, no live ammunition anywhere near you, or you shouldn't even have live ammunition in the room when you are preparing to secure your firearm. So you want to make sure that your firearm is completely unloaded. Remove the magazine from the firearm, make sure that there's nothing in the magazine well, nothing in the chamber, and nothing obstructing your barrel. And then at that point, you're going to close the action on your firearm, making sure that there's no live ammunition anywhere near the firearm. And then the trigger lock actually goes over the trigger itself. Okay, one piece comes from the left, one piece comes from the right, and then at that point, they're again secured with a key. And because of the compact size of a trigger lock, you can in fact put that in another gun case or another vessel of some sort. Again, securing the keys so no one else has access to them. Okay, because now at that point, the firearm is completely safe. There's no ammo in it. There's no ammo anywhere near it. Nobody can get a hold of it to load it up. You've secured it, and then again, you're safe. What we want to do is we want to make sure that someone who is not authorized, someone who's not trained, someone that does not have the knowledge and the skills to handle a firearm, we want to make sure that they're not handling the firearm. Too many children are dying because they've either shot themselves or they've shot their friends because they got a hold of someone's firearm that was unsecured.